He's furious right now.
Countries are not good at diplomacy.
Cogs kind of yells out, "Oh, you guys, could you please stop? This is not right. This is totally wrong."
Yeah, this one just wanted to talk to the horse.
They don't.
I think his name is Bill. You don't know that, Alias. How many horses have you dealt with?
2.
Well, you're full of crap. Or human fecal matter.
Quarian fecal matter, please.
Oh, you guys. I'll walk up to where Maximilia is hanging in the air and just mention to Giuseppe, let him down, I'll keep him under control. Don't worry.
Okay.
Giuseppe,
I'll basically catch him and put him on his 2 feet, but hold him by the shoulders so he can't do anything.
Giuseppe now. Do you let him down? Do you drop him down? How are you putting him down? I'm just curious.
Drop.
Drop him down. How high was he up in the air?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, Maximilian,
If he's too high, I'll catch him.
you absorb all the damage. You don't you
Yeah.
absorb all the damage.
Yeah.
Like that's nothing to you. And Plim will snarl at you. So at Giuseppe, so you're the mage.
What of it?
No, biotic.
Plim doesn't
Not quite the
understand.
same.
Plim doesn't really it goes way over his head. He doesn't understand what you just said, and he's still.
Also, Anar would tell Elias, see, their canine can speak. There's no reason the horses can't.
How many cannons have you seen that are bipedal?
He starts to count his technicals. This many.
Vorcha don't count. They're bats.
Varen doesn't count either. Even though he kind of looks like a bipedal Varen with hair. But whatever.
His
Yeah,
eyes are
kind
still
of looks like a
not like
hairless.
Offspring
What
of
are
a
you
female canine.
Doing? Do you know who I am?
Nope.
Nope.
No!
You never
No
introduced
idea.
yourselves. You were just
Yeah,
like,
you
this
just
is
kind of
Pac-Man.
charged at us.
Now get
Yes.
that big stupid jellyfish away from my horses.
Oh. Oh no.
Plim says, "I'll have you know that this is the Viscount of Kirkwall."
Oh yeah,
Never heard
and at this point, I'm going mech because he really pissed off Anar. So all of a
Is the
sudden,
mech
I whip
there?
that thing out.
Is
Yeah,
the
the
mech
mech-
there?
Okay.
Mech.
Oh, okay. So you have the suitcase with you. Okay. So Maximilian, you see the jellyfish pull out a box which kind of folds up, Iron Man 3 style from a suitcase, which
It turns into a golem.
it turns into a golem, which then the jellyfish enters into.
Whoa. Maximilian is just gonna take a step backwards and look at Arcara. She's like right there as well. So 2 jellyfishes then. So be it.
You should know you're
no.
vastly outnumbered.
No, you didn't.
No. Just no. He and I are no. Oh, come on.
Makar, you better.
How'd you even see this?
You better
She
keep this
mentioned
one back.
two-year-old
It's about to tear
Here,
this
I'll-
apart.
I'll try talking to Maximilian. You should know that you're vastly outnumbered here. We are telling you, we bring you no harm. We are only defending ourselves.
Roll a
Guys,
persuasion.
I'm really not kidding.
Giuseppe.
He is marching on him. He really
Well-
pissed off Anar. You don't seem to understand.
I think I see.
Roll the what?
Anar. No.
Or I'll short your sister out.
I failed it.
Elias, you might have to hack Anor's suit.
Are you going to use
I might have to hack
Paragon
Anar's suit.
point?
If I have to hack Anar's suit and
Giuseppe?
crush him in it, I will.
Yeah, I'll use a Paragon point. Sure.
cancels out. With a 20 persuasion, Giuseppe gives a very disarming. Is basically trying to disarm and defuse the situation. With 20 is very high. It's high enough for Plim to back down, at least, and not attack outright. At least enough for him to listen to what they have to say.
What about
And
Maximilian?
Maximilian can probably see reason as well, since he is pretty much outnumbered by all these demons.
These demons.
I'll pipe up and say, you have questions, we have questions. How about we just
Starting
figure out
by
some
how the hell did you guys make a portal big enough to get us here in the first place?
That is a
I
good
doubt
one.
they'd have that
That is a
technology
good
to be able to
question.
get us here.
Well, we didn't do it. Where is here anyway? It was I distinctly saw orange.
Yeah. Never seen that before.
Unless they have some other means of being able to bring us here without the technology.
Interdimensional universe travel. Tech 2?
Maximilian, they don't know why they're here. They were sent here somehow, but they don't know
They
why.
seem just as confused as we are. I can see that now.
Anar is actually getting up to Maximilian's face, like, apologize now.
Make me.
And our now is not the time.
Oh, you don't want to do
No,
that.
no. This one is the time. And at this point, you'll hear an animal squeaking from inside the suit. And then out of nowhere, a Nug comes up to the screen, and then the tentacle comes up, pushes them down. It's like, not now, Nuggles.
Wait, how does he know what a nug is?
Yeah,
No, he
does
just
not know.
Just
I know,
called it
he's just
Nuggles.
calling him Nuggles.
Okay,
It just happens to be in the suit.
okay.
Yes. You all
Yes.
didn't notice to pick it up.
You all better make your friend here back down.
I am going to hack into Anar's systems and shut them down.
I don't even need Elias to
Failing
roll.
that.
I don't even need Elias to roll. If the suit shuts
Yeah.
down.
It's also signed to pack itself up with Anar inside it.
Anar, the walls are starting to close in on you.
Dude, this can kill me! And Nuggles!
I know. I'm aware it can kill you. Now get out.
But I can't, you're closing it.
Not all
You'll
the
have
way.
time.
It's gonna
You'll be
close
able
into
to
a nice
eject
little
yourself
box
out. You'll be able to
that's
come out.
jellyfish size.
Yes, you'll be able to come out.
You can come out the top. The blast shields are still there.
Right.
It's alright, fine. He crawls out with Nuggles and arm, and he's grumbling about sticking grenades in toilets later.
Not
So
again.
We're so
Anar.
leaving him here. We are so leaving him here, right?
At this point, I'll walk up to Maximilian and be like, "Well, Knight, nice to meet you. I'm Abomination, as you call me." And I'll stick out my hand.
Smooth.
Maximilian doesn't really shake it. He just looks him up and down. Abomination, eh?
He
Yes.
No
doesn't.
words.
He doesn't look like any abomination I've ever seen.
That's true.
You're the worst dog ever. Fine, Nuggles.
So, are you human?
I am human. And you?
Yes, I'm human as well, but
Huck, I'm going to be running a scan since I've got the drone right there to determine if Maximilian is human and what the hell Plim is.
Maximilian is I guess you hear Pie's voice and says, the individual who calls himself Maximilian, Viscount of Kirkwall, is human. The other individual, race unknown.
Any guesses?
Asshole.
I sense some human DNA, but beyond that, there's other. But I sense some human DNA, but
Mixed breed?
I would not
That's the
classify.
asshole.
I would not classify this creature as human.
How about little guy?
Race
Race unknown.
unknown. Guess unknown.
Huh. Thank you.
Which means that Cogs doesn't have any human in him, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
and then I'll tell Maximilian, yes, I too am human, but and at this point I'll show like my mechanical arms and stuff. I'm only, I guess, half human now.
Interesting. I had a friend that turned into Golem. Yes, you're pretty much the same.
Well, so you're. But I thought dwarves can be golems. Are you a half dwarf?
What's a dwarf?
What's a dwarf?
What's a
Is that
dwarf?
pejorative?
This one will tell you what it is. Sad. Very sad. He's trying to stuff his soup back in the suitcase. It's not working.
A dwarf. He says, people who, short but big in stature. They like the stone, most of them. Dwarves.
Wait, next to you tell me you've got elves too.
Oh, we do have elves.
Oh, wow. Okay, didn't see that coming.
So wait,
Just
you have
exactly.
Elias,
elves
where the
too?
heck are we?
Have you ever read human fantasy literature?
Not
haven't, no.
really. Can't say I have.
Yeah, I think we're in one of those books right now. Elves, dwarves, magic, demons.
So basically, we are in.
I'm expecting a big city and a dragon next.
Well,
Flying lizards. Think harvesters. Remember harvesters? Big vaporized
no.
big flappy wings.
There
Yeah,
better
like
not be
that.
those.
Well, if they
wait,
see
everyone
it, I
stop.
hope not.
Everyone stop.
Maximilian says, "Stop! Everyone, stop!" Plim is scratching his head.
You don't know who I am. You don't know about dwarves, obviously. You don't know about elves. So I'm guessing you're not Darkspawn, and you're too talkative to be demons.
We know
So
you're
I'm
not
guessing...
a light.
Well,
Anna.
Night.
as we were telling Cogs, we're aliens from outer space.
From up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And judging from what happened, another universe.
Yeah.
That too.
I've got to say, I don't think we're on Earth anymore.
Plim goes right up to Elias again and says, "You're aliens, are you? Well, I got a question for you then. You got any star metal?"
Star metal? You mean what? Iron ore? No, we stopped
Like
using that
this.
years ago.
Oh,
Useless.
Plim says. Useless.
Maximilian draws his sword again, in a non-threatening manner.
I'm staring him
Star
down,
metal.
just kind of like with the.
No, you see, we sort of... Sorry, is there a small tree around? Like a sapling?
Yeah, there is a small tree. Yes.
I walk up to the tree, bring out the Omni Blade so it suddenly flashes on my wrist, and just slice straight through it. Yeah, we don't really do that anymore.
Whoa. Whoa.
And then the Omni Blade disappears.
That is interesting. And more importantly, you didn't use that on us. So I'm guessing you're not that hostile then. Even though some of you might be more idiotic than others.
Yeah, this one over here, Plim says, pointing towards Anar. Doesn't this one remind you of someone, Maximilian?
I can think about it.
This one's going inside and getting its cheesy poofs.
You might want to take your suitcase with you.
And whose fault is that?
Yours.
No. Yours.
So if you guys don't know why you're here, why don't you just go back where you came from?
Well, that's
I'm
the thing.
not sure we can go back where we... Hang on, wait. Are we stuck for 24 hours again?
Recharging.
Most likely, yes.
Most likely.
Well, we didn't make the jump. Hang on. Checking. Actually, I'm going to check the Reality Collider. What's the power levels on that?
The Reality Collider seems to have been activated recently. Even though you guys didn't
Damn it.
personally activate it. Something activated it.
No. Whatever brought us here drained our power source for interdimensional travel. We're stuck for at least 24 hours.
Then
see,
what
and-
activated it? We didn't.
24 hours? I can get a lot of questions answered in 24 hours. And Cogs looks very, very excited. Do you know what this means, Maximilian? The things we can learn from these people? He looks very
I
excited.
like this
Yodi-
little guy.
Yodi always says that knowledge is power.
Knowledge is definitely power.
Uh-huh.
We should be
Well-
careful though how much we give away. We remember, I guess, what happened back then when the Solarians gave Krogans all that power or knowledge. And give them a jump.
Over there. I say, pointing at Akara.
Yeah, we haven't had the best of runs, but we're still here.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Whoa.
What would happen-
Back up.
What would happen if we
second.
gave all this knowledge to a leader? He could easily use that to take over.
Yeah,
all
but hang
neighboring
on a
countries.
second. We're missing something very important here.
Mhm.
Multiverse. We came through with Reaper tech, right?
Yeah,
guys are
that's a
invading.
thing.
Oh, you're right. If the Reapers never came into contact
I
with
don't
this place.
really know the whole which planets they pass over or which they don't, but I don't know if they pass by wherever this place is.
That's a
As
good
we're
point.
talking about that, I'll look at Maximilian and be like, when's the last time you encountered the Reapers?
Do you know about the Reapers?
Do you mean the Darkspawn?
No. I'm gonna bring up a hollow of a Reaper. Like an actual Reaper. So they look kind of like this, except they're bigger. Much, much, much bigger. I then do a scale thing, so you see human, Reaper, and then they shift in size, so you see how big they are. And then I put the ship in just for comparison, so you can see the ship versus the Reaper. That's how big they are.
Plim's jaw drops, and he says, "That's impossible. No way can anything be that big."
Yeah, it's a machine, and yes, it can be, and you don't want to be in its way when it starts firing.
Creator Elias, remember that the Reapers only reap when civilization has reached a certain level of advancement. I do not think that these people will be reaching that level of advancement for a very long time.
Yeah, sounds like they haven't even gotten to space.
Are we sure? We know they bypassed the Yarg, but they did exterminate a lot of other races that hadn't achieved spaceflight.
That is very true.
Incidentally, I'm assuming that is this conversation playing out in public because the drone's right there?
No, I would say this
Okay,
one
sure.
can be internal. This
Sure.
one can be internal.
Okay.
In the
I think-
meantime, Anar comes back
I
out with a
think we all
bag
need,
of cheese puffs.
I think we all need to have a good talk, because I am very confused. These things are huge, and, well, frankly, it looks a bit like your friend Anar, to be honest. Doesn't make it better.
Well, let's put it this way. Anar's on the ship. No, let's put it this way. These ones are big, kind of, what was the word you used? Golem-like? And they tend to, well, they call it harvesting, we call it destroying all sentient life forms.
They're not
We
good,
have,
let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
See, we have had similar enemies here in Three Marshes.
So you're
Wait,
adventurers. You're heroes too.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
technically,
That's one description, I guess.
Yeah,
way of
I guess
putting it.
so. Yeah.
Well,
You said you had 25 hours?
24, give or take, roughly.
How about you give me 1 hour to get me up to speed? Is there
Fair
somewhere
enough.
we can talk?
sure,
Oh.
we've got a
One whole hour?
conference room on our ship over here.
Yeah, I wish we had an Asari, right? Oh, we do have an Asari. Shall we get ready to explain it to him? I think she can explain it a lot faster than we ever could.
That's right, you could do the mind meld.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I don't
Yeah.
know. He's gonna get filled with a lot of fashion.
Like, okay, so
Knowledge.
here, just
You don't know I'm ready. I'll go get her.
Creator Elias, this
Yes,
is
bye.
when. Do you really think it is wise to drop this much information onto these people? You know what happened to the Krogan. They were introduced technology way more advanced than they should have.
There is a difference between knowledge and technology, Pi. I think we can give them a certain amount of knowledge without the technology necessarily.
Do it. Do it.
Maximilian just really wants this to affect the the next Dragon Age campaign because it
Oh,
very
come on,
well could.
I'm still leaning towards giving Pi a copy of Wikipedia, so you know.
Who's going to go get Mridi?
I guess it
I
was
will
like
do it.
Zakara.
Car was gonna get it.
We'll bring everyone into the conference room, I guess.
Are you inviting them onto your ship?
Yeah, we do
I
that.
don't see why not.
Are they gonna be okay with going on our ship?
Are you
Do
gonna?
they want
Are you
to?
gonna ask them?
Would you like to come onto my ship?
It is actually.
Oh, yes. 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 He looks at
Not the
Maximilian.
engine room.
Yes.
Don't worry, Alex. I've locked off anywhere they don't need to be.
This is quite the impressive skyship you have here.
Yes, it's like a skyship. Only yours
Who's the
is-
captain?
That would be me, I guess.
Very well, Captain. Show me aboard.
Are you
Very well.
sure about this? I can hardly smell anything in there. It's very stagnant.
That's
Don't
the air
worry.
filters.
We've
You get used to it
been
after a while.
Don't come into my room.
Yeah. Your room's still outside on the grass.
Well, you're an ass.
Don't worry, Plim. I think these people do not mean to harm us. And even, well, you saw what happened to that tree, right? I mean, I could do that, of course, but no,
Maybe not back
that-
completely.
that magical blade was pretty impressive. So let's not
Yeah.
antagonize them.
It's not magic.
I bet Lealden can still give them a run for their money.
I'm standing right here. I can take these guys. Don't worry.
Mom to activate
All
another
right, I'll bite.
Ha ha ha.
You all go on ahead of this one. It needs to pick up its suit. Thanks again. Hell yeah. I just think of doo-doo head.
The suit collapses into a briefcase again, by the way.
Cogs runs up. He's probably way ahead of everybody else, and he's just like absorbing everything. He's like a kid in a candy store. While this is happening, are Kara's finding Riddy?
Yeah.
Riddy's going to be in her room, and she will say, "So you all found out if things are dangerous out there or not?"
I think we're fine. We're on quite a low-level intelligence planet, so we should
Oh,
be fine. But we could
great.
use your help to catch them up a little bit. Just help them along.
What do you want me to do?
Well, the mind melding thing would be nice.
You're asking me
If you're up for it.
Mind
Maximilian's
meld-
gonna suddenly
no.
learn how to twerk.
Honey, normally I save mind melding for more. That's a very personal thing, she says.
I
Like being
know,
naked
I
in a
know.
room with
Normally,
It was
I don't
Elias'
just,
idea.
I don't do it to complete strangers out of principle. It's like it doesn't feel right. It's sort of like, how should I put it? It's sort of like having a one night stand with someone.
Do it.
Just blow Maximilian's mind wide open.
You're married.
Maximilian from across the ship.
Some Asari do it willy nilly, but I have principles.
It could be
I
considered
know
rape,
you
though.
do. It was Elias' idea, but could you at
Ah.
least come along and tell him that? I don't think he'll take a no from me.
I suppose.
Pretty please.
Oh, you're just laying it on thick.
Is he at least cute?
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
The hairy one's kinda, I guess. I don't know.
The hairy one. Oh, Akara. 24 hours we're still here for? Okay.
Oh, don't you get any ideas now?
Oh,
Just come on.
I have no idea what you mean, she says.
Of course you don't. Oh, come on, you.
She goes and enters into the conference room. So, Maximilian, what you see here is a beautiful, very beautiful female. Almost so beautiful, you could swear she was a desire demon, but she's not. Like, she's clearly not, but... And she sees the whole group, and she says, "Oh my, you weren't kidding when you said that these people were very, different. Okay. Well, hi, my name is Mriddy," she says as she holds her hand out towards Maximilian.
Greetings. My name is Maximilian.
Oh,
He shakes her hand. And he's wearing, right now he's actually wearing his like white armor, white half cloak, with golden trim. You know, he's looking pretty regal, although, you know, his face is not that pretty.
Okay.
You know, he's Maximilian. So,
And there's
Really-
probably some grass stains.
Meridy turns towards Plim and says, she says, please. Well, first she says, pleased to make your acquaintance, Maximilian. Aren't you polite? And my name is Meridy, and she turns towards Plim, and Plim doesn't respond, and she repeats herself. My name is Meridy. Can you talk? And Plim says,
oh,
huh?
Plebe, come on.
Oh, hello. My name is Plim, he says as he awkwardly shakes her hand. Your friend is he always like this? She asks Maximilian. Yes, he is.
Only, I'm trying to be diplomatic here, dogs.
He's like this quite often. And at this, Plim kind of gives him a swift, like, playful kick. Ow. You're very, thank you for having us on the ship, Plim says. He starts to blush a little bit.
What color does his fur change?
Well,
Does
it's
his
more
fur
like,
change
it's more like it's more like, yeah,
He
around
can't
his
help-
cheeks.
The muzzle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Maximilian, sir, she says, so my friends informed me that they wanted me to sort of catch you up on things. I have the ability to essentially mind meld with people. Do you know what that means?
Not really. This is some sort of mind reading, and it's Lord Maximilian, not
and
Sir.
It's what? I'm sorry?
Lord Maximilian,
Of
not Sir.
He's a Viscount. Oh, a Viscount. Wow, you guys didn't tell me that he was this high up, she says, turning to the rest of them. I hope you didn't make... I hope you guys were respectful to him.
Mm,
Oh dear goddess, she says. My apologies, she says, if any of our crew did not greet you as graciously as you probably should be. Lord, and Plim says, Sunworth. Lord Sunworth, she says, mind meld can be used as a mind-reading ability, but it also can do the reverse, instilling memories inside of someone. However, for my species at least, it's a very intimate process, and one that, at least as a woman of my standards and morals, don't really feel comfortable doing with someone that I've just met. Does that sort of make sense?
wait, what? What do you... We're still gonna have all our clothes on, right?
Traditionally, yes, she says. But like I said, I would prefer not going through with the process if it was all right with you, just because while it would be faster, it's very personal experience. And I have no idea if you have a lady friend or man friend, she says, turning towards Plim.
Well, it seems that what you're doing is quite important. We heard about these Reapers, right? Destroying worlds.
You told him about the Reapers? Really? She said,
If we can get here, so can they.
that's true.
And if we need information, we could sit here and talk for 15 hours, 20 hours, but I feel that your time here is limited. Perhaps this is the fastest way.
Yeah, Meridy, I think it would be best if you are able to. It would be helping us a great deal to move this along.
Somebody's gonna have to persuade her, because this is You're
Me?
essentially
That was the Sepia.
you realize well you're basically whoring me out. Is like she says you do realize that.
It's for helping us better understand each other. I think if we're able to kind of jump the process a
If
bit.
it makes you feel any better, you could be saving their lives. All of them. The
I
entire
have a
world.
feeling that Giuseppe and Octavius had a very similar conversation.
Someone roll a persuasion. Anyone roll a persuasion. If it's who's rolling it?
Me.
Go ahead. 22. All right. Lord Sunworth, she says, if you really would like to go through with this, just relax and try to clear your mind.
Arkara leaves the room at this.
Embrace the goddess.
All right,
Embrace the
then.
divinity.
Plim asks, it's not going to hurt, is it? She says, no, quite the opposite, she says. Really? Plim says.
Hey, Plim. Not a word about this to Jody, okay?
Oh, not at all. He says, you know though, Maximilian, I'm just putting it out there. If you're really all that concerned, I can take one for the team. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with, getting all of this information, and I could relay it back to you. Not in the same way, but you know what I mean.
No, I think it would be better for the leader to take it.
Not helping.
He seems to be the man in charge.
I will leave it up to you, Waxy, if you feel more comfortable going through this yourself, or if you want me to go through with it.
Well, for me, this means nothing. I just met this woman, and I know where my heart belongs, so just get on with it.
He snaps his finger. And then he says, your wish is my command, your lordship. And at this point, she goes over to you. She places her hands very carefully, very smooth hands, carefully onto your forehead. And she says, just relax, Lord Sunworth. Embrace eternity, she says. And at that, her eyes go black. And Maximilian, something very, very, very weird, but not unpleasant, sensation washes over you. And all of these images start flooding into your head. And you basically start learning about the history, like a brief history of these people and the things that they had to go through during the Reaper War. And you learn about all of these different races and these different galaxies, and you learn about
Jesus.
Yes, all these races and different galaxies, and all of these people who have come upon this evil, what they think of as an evil force known as Reapers, who comes in and destroys all of civilization as they know it every however many years. And 50,000 years, and how these people are trying to prevent it from happening to their own homes. And you see a few visions of Meridi's personal memories of this particular group and what they're doing and their mission, of how they're trying to close all these gates to stop these Reapers from entering other universes, including your own, from these Reapers. And that is why they believe their mission is so important. And then this all happens in like seconds, like almost as if you were in a dream. And then just as quickly as it started, Meridi pulls back, and you gasp as the images like implant themselves into your memory as if they were your own. But there's this big rush that goes over you, almost like, I don't know, almost like you went through you were like in the inside of a vacuum cleaner almost. And again, it's not unpleasant, but it's weird. So
it's weird. I'm just gonna reach for the wall as soon as I get out of this trance.
Waxy, okay? At this, Plim puts a hand gently on your shoulder.
Nothing is okay, Cogs. The things I saw.
That was Plim.
That was Plim, by the way.
Oh, Plim. Yeah, Plim. so much destruction out there.
So they're telling the truth then.
Yes, they are. They're like fighting Darkspawn, but worse. Not just continents, but worlds. This is just so much to take in. There's so much out there.
Thank you, Rudy. I know that was a lot to ask.
Yeah, she says, "You're welcome," and she says, "If you excuse me," and she leaves. And Meridy feels the way she kind of think of her expression sort of like someone who like a dad who basically has just told like their daughter that she needs to do services to this guy because of whatever. And yeah, she looks like she really wants to take a shower right now, and so she leaves.
And a cigarette.
More a shower than a cigarette. No, more. This did not look like it was any fun for her at all. But she leaves.
You guys are dicks.
Meridy will remember
Dicks
that.
are horrible.
Meridy will remember that.
Oh.
Akara wasn't even in the room. She couldn't stand to watch it.
Whenever Maximilian is kind of like trying to keep his head together, I'm going to go into the med bay and get him some antipsychotic medication to where he can kind of, to where his thoughts don't kind of overpower him. And I'll walk over to you and Maximilian there. This should kind of help you keep control of your mind. And I have some pills in my hand.
So all the things I saw that were true, that really happened?
Those were her memories of what happened.
Things she's gone through. But if you need any... Whatever can I do to help?
We need to know why we're here. Something brought us here. We don't know what.
Something... The Reapers?
Something. We have an artifact that allows travel through dimensions, but it needs to be activated. We didn't do that this time, so we think something here brought us here. It was orange. That's about all we know.
Well, as Viscount of Kirkwood, I have quite a few scouts as my command. I could send them out and look for things. I don't know what I'm looking at here.
I don't know if they'd be able to see it. Do we still know where Mimic is? Does Mimic still hang around Akara?
Yeah, he does. He does.
Akara, would you mind coming back in?
Okay.
Akara
I
comes
come
back.
walking in the door.
You're a Krogan.
Yeah, that's right.
Would you mind bringing out your seeds, please?
Yeah, sure.
You bring out your seeds.
I'll pick.
And I'll bring up the hollow that follows Mimic around so that people can see it. So, we're looking for something that looks like that, except, most people can't see him.
You can mimic through the hologram, starts making these noises. And then Cog says, "Hey, wait, he sounds a lot like me."
You know
Well,
what?
let's hope he's not you, because that would be creepy.
That would be really weird.
We didn't pick up any scans of Reaper tech in the area, did we?
Negative. There does not seem to be any Reaper tech in this vicinity.
Is there any... Look, I know that our... I'm actually probably going to do this out loud. I know that our artifact has a data cache. Do we have any information on that as to what activated it?
Checking data cache. Creator Elias. It looks like that the source of the triggering mechanism was back in New Orleans.
But why would it send us here? Bugger, we're gonna have to go back to green now, aren't we? Well, that's good. Why here?
If we don't stop this, will it devour this world as well?
Eventually.
Yeah, we can only assume, being that we were pulled here.
They will come here eventually, whether it's this year, whether it's next year, whether it's another 10,000 years from now, who knows, but they will come.
Only when they reach to a certain technological level.
Yes, but unfortunately we don't know which one that is.
I think it's usually
Max,
involves
yes.
space travel if they can actually reach the mass relays.
Usually, not necessarily, though.
Max is just silent at the moment, just looking at the floor.
This is all very deep stuff.
Just woke up and thought it was
Elias,
going to
is
be a fine day, too.
Elias, is there a portal somewhere around here? Where exactly is there a rift in the space-time continuum or whatever it is?
Pi?
It appears that a gate was made very recently, approximately 30 minutes ago, our arrival. Whatever it
So-
is that sent us here was strong enough to blow a hole through the universe into this universe. The signal seems to be very similar, if not exactly the same signal as that from the cannon that Alpha Squad possessed.
Yes, but unless Quinn is sneaking around on the ship, I don't see that happening from him.
Indeed, it is quite
Did
a
you
puzzle
take that
to
from
me.
him, though?
No, I've just got the data on it. I don't actually have I didn't actually take
Oh.
it from him. I could probably have, but that would have then meant that we would have fought each other, and that would have been annoying.
That was annoying already. Oh,
Okay, so I guess we have to go back there and find it and take it away from whoever has it. That's one thing we need to do. Mark that on the list.
Mhm.
We
Okay.
do have a circle of magi in Kirkwall. Perhaps they can help. Mages, wizards, biotics.
You
Not
have
sure.
magic here, right? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe couldn't hurt. Actually, that'd be kind of interesting. I've never seen real magic before.
Would be interesting.
Creator Elias.
Yes.
It
You're
is.
gonna talk me out of this, aren't you?
He says it is possible that we definitely have found ourselves in a completely different universe, one in which the rules as we know it are completely different. It may be that our laws of physics only occur in a finite area, a bubble, if you will, in an ocean of other possibilities. The theory is that if we went far enough out or created enough energy, you could reach a place where 1 + 1 = 3. Everything would change. In all energy, all matter, and all underlying math of the universe world would be unrecognizable to us. In other words, a universe where magic could exist.
Yes, but theoretically, if we were in a universe where magic could exist and the laws of physics no longer applied, our science would no longer function,
Not in the same
or
way.
it would function differently.
Perhaps.
So
It's all just a
far,
theory.
everything we've done is working fine. Huh.
Did anyone recognize that quote that Pi just said?
Yep.
Everyone
Yes.
everyone knows where that's from.
Yes.
Yes. I have a question, speaking of magic. So I was scanning your powers, he says, looking at Sisepia. And your powers didn't come from Lyrium.
No.
What's
How
Lyrium?
do you channel your powers?
It's all what to do with our brain. There are few people who are born with this ability where they're able to tap in their biotic powers through the mind. Usually people who are exposed to a certain element.
I believe you manipulate dark matter.
Yeah, dark matter, yeah.
It's dark matter.
Does that have something to do with the metal thing in your head?
Metal. You're
Your
talking about my
biotic.
your biotic
Your
amp.
biotic amp.
my body. Yeah, that would essentially, yeah, that just kind of amplifies my abilities.
Fascinating. Do you mind if do you have an extra one I could examine?
Yes, we do. We've got your
Is
old
it-
one because we upgraded. We upgraded, so you technically haven't. You've got your old amp.
Oh,
I'll probably need the attribute stuff for that new one then.
do you mind?
It's
Is
the
it-
Polaris, second
I
best one on
have-
the market.
This much. He goes into his pouch and he pulls out a pouch of coins. It looks like that's all I have.
Is it smart to be giving away this kind of technology?
Nope.
Considering
we
the
don't
information
know,
we
but
gave
it's
away,
definitely
that
not smart.
We could use all the help we can get at this point. You already told us everything. Well, me, basically.
Like everything.
If you please,
How do I?
if you please, he says, this is everything I have.
How do I know that this won't be used to basically furthering your own kingdoms, whatever you're from? It could be a shift in balance in this land of yours.
It would be.
And we would use it for good. We have
How
destroyed the Darkspawn, the evil here. We are...
how can I trust you?
well, how can I make you trust me?
I don't know.
Cogs is one of the most trustworthy people that I know. His heart's really pure. I would trust him with my life. Cogs kind of blushes. Oh.
What do you guys think?
Well, I
I'm more
think we need-
concerned about who comes after these guys, because these guys seem alright, but who comes after and takes over after them? What are they gonna do with it?
Good question. Sorry, Lord Sunworth, you say you're a Viscount?
Indeed.
So, Viscount. Is your government hereditary then?
Not really, no.
When normally what happens is the Viscount has heirs, but it's not unusual if the Viscount no longer has an heir. In the case of Dumar, for example, that somebody else will get voted in. That's not unusual. That's how Hawk could get voted in, even though he wasn't related to Dumar. So it's not unusual. But typically, if there is an heir, unless for whatever reason the heir refuses or the Viscount appoints somebody
Dies.
else to be their successor, I mean, I'm sure that's not unusual either. So
Yeah, that. How about we do this?
Mm-hmm.
You don't explain to us how to create things. Give us one thing that we can work with. That way we won't evolve in ways you don't want us.
Well, it's...
We're starting to sound like
Technically-
Reapers.
I was going to say, it's technically breaking every single Citadel rule that we have, but, well, this is another universe, and we've been pretty much doing that from the get-go.
And
We're
I'm sure
not
I'm
in
outside.
Citadel space anymore.
Right.
That's for sure.
And I certainly don't have any protocols as a C-Sect officer to enforce the laws in this area.
Not to mention, you stole Dextasy, which kind of is the same thing.
Well, yes, but you don't know that I've done that.
I didn't say that from ours point of view. I said it from mine.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That's why Ellis is like, well, I've been meddling with the universe forever, so whatever.
Plim turns to Seppi and says, "Wait, you're a law enforcer?
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I just never would have thought."
Why?
Well, he says, because, you know, with the magics and things. And you're not a Templar.
Templar? What's a Templar?
I don't think you should try and understand these people, Plim.
Fair enough.
Just say they're on our side.
Well, let's put it this way. We're on the side of sentient races not dying horribly.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
I
suppose
could
the
get
really
behind that.
If we're going to show you anything, Cogs, we'd need to know what you know so we don't give you something you're not going to understand.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
What do you make as an artificer?
Oh, well, he says, lately my biggest dream has been working on sky ships. Hopefully ones that can actually go out into space.
Okay. What have you made in terms of anything to get there?
Well, she says, I made a sky ship. Maximilian actually has ridden on it a few times. Many times, actually.
It's very impressive.
And so I've been trying to get one that can get higher and higher outside of the atmosphere. But I still am running into the problems of running out of oxygen.
Yeah, that one's a bit of a pain. You need some really good seals.
Yeah, so I guess that's my specialty. But this stuff looks very fascinating and intriguing, he says, pointing towards Sesepia.
Wait a minute. Back up a second. Did you say you were building skyships to go outside of the atmosphere?
Uh-huh, yeah.
So they're on the verge of spaceflight, people.
Right. Probably won't be too much longer before they're able to get past that point, and then they'll be targets for the Reapers.
They're on spaceflight and still using swords.
And
bit
magical
far
swords.
behind.
Cogs is very smart, Plim says.
Yeah, the problem is that all it takes is one smart person to make you a really big target. Okay. Oh, what the hell?
I'll go get.
How
I'll
are
go
you
get the-
powering your ships?
Oh, that's the big thing. With Lyrium.
It must be their
Okay.
source of.
Yeah.
elements, like our EZO.
I think we might have to have a bit of a discussion where we talk power sources, as in, you can teach us about lyrium, and I'm guessing we can teach you about electricity.
Sure. We probably still have stocks of Lyrium back over in Kirkwall. If you
We
want
do.
to study it.
Well, we've got 24 hours.
At least the blue kind.
Well, I was going to say, who wants to go on a field trip?
Sure, sounds like fun.
I think we showed them enough of our world. Let's see what their world's like.
And then we can see how we can help.
I'll go get my old app.
Narc comes out of nowhere and says, "So, what did it miss?"
Field
We're
trip.
going to Kirkwall.
Wall? What kind of a name of a town is that?
It's not a town, it's a city. One of the greatest in the free marches. You'll see soon enough.
Indeed.
Oh, if it's your city, it's probably looks like garbage.
You look like garbage.
Should we just
Oh,
take
your
the?
face.
Should we-
Anar actually goes up to
No.
Cogs and says, "Is this one begs your pardon, Mr. Cogs? Is there other species? Is there
Yes.
other sentient species on this planet that resemble the likes of this one?"
No, I don't think so. Not like you. I thought you were a demon at first, but demons are not usually pink. Sesepia took out her old biotic amp.
Yep.
Okay. And what do you do with it?
Take a deep breath. Handed it over to Cogs.
Thank you. And he offers you his sack of coins.
Thanks.
Mm,
Are you taking
It's
it?
okay. I don't need it. I don't think I don't think
Are
I'd
you
be able
sure?
to go back to where I'm from anyways. You keep it. Think of it as something to use against
Well-
if the Reapers do come.
Thank you. I feel bad though. I should pay for it. Maybe I can give you some of my tech.
Sure. Knowledge.
Or the lyrium. Or the
knowledge
lyrium.
for knowledge sake, I suppose. We're
That's
trading.
probably
for-
the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I don't think we'd be able to trade that coin for anything where we come from.
pretty.
We're all gonna
What about-
stick out like sore thumbs.
They don't match.
We'll say that they are costumes? Maybe? you guys set off for Kirkwall, and you will probably be greeted with some very weird looks, but because you guys are with the Viscount, they're gonna just think that maybe there's some like weird festival.
Yeah.
I was going to
They
say,
weren't
since
aware
we
of,
only
and
have
these are,
3
like,
digits on our hands.
costumes.
The
Yeah, but
gloves,
that can be
like
that
gloves,
can be
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
that can be gloves. I mean,
Krogan has that as well.
so yeah, they're definitely gonna get some looks, but nobody. But and several people are going to say, "Good morning, Lord Sunworth."
Yeah, I just gonna nod to the people talking to me. Morning.
As you guys are making your way over to Kirkwall, where are you heading? I'm just wondering.
The seat of the Viscount.
All right,
Right town.
Wow, those
you
statues
guys are
are
heading to your estate.
interesting.
It's called the City of Chains. It's got quite the dark history, but I'm trying to change that.
Why are those ones all broken?
It's a long story, and
Okay.
time is short.
When you arrive at the Viscount's, I guess, estate, you enter in, and several people, of course, greet Lord Sunworth, and all of a sudden, this little one starts scampering towards you, Maximilian.
Ah, Nathan!
This boy who looks anywhere between 2 to 3 years old scampers over, and walking right, he runs up to you, and he immediately holds up his
Yeah, I
hands.
pick him up and then
like
give him a big
this,
hug.
as if- You give him a big hug, and he snuggles
You
you
been a good
back
boy?
with a big giant smile. He nods. Yeah.
Nice. So, where's mommy?
He says, he shrugs, and then when he shrugs, right behind him, you see this gentleman. Lord Sunworth, you've returned. Seneschal.
I have.
Still
And I'm
hanging
bringing
around.
guests.
Guests, your worship. And he looks towards them. Pleased to meet you. I am Seneschal Bran. Is there some sort of a masquerade party that I'm not aware of, your lordship?
It is a long story, but these people here are allies to our cause, and heroes all.
Your lordship, to answer your question, your wife went off to the market.
I see. Will you take care of Nathan for me for the moment? I have some other things to deal with.
Of course. Nathan doesn't seem to want to let go of you, though. He's still wrapping his arms around your neck.
It's okay, Nathan. Bran will take good care of you, alright? I'll be back soon.
He gives you a kiss on the cheek, and then you send him down, and Seneschal Bran takes a hold of his hand, and he says, "All right, little one, let's get you over to my office, and I'll get you some toys to play with." When you are making your way up to your office, you hear a voice yell out to you, my lord. It's a female voice. Running up to you is your guard captain.
Guard captain, report.
My lord, I'm afraid I am come bearing very bad news. And she sort of glances over towards your group, and then she kind of shakes it off.
Well then, what is it?
Do you remember the reports that we've been having lately about the women who have gone missing around the city?
Yes.
The serial killer?
I remember. What about it?
She says, I'm afraid that over the last few days, we've been having more and more reports of women missing. Something about them receiving white flowers just before they disappeared.
Yes, I thought you were on that. Why
We
is
were
this
making-
killer not under arrest or killed?
She says, "My lord, forgive me. We thought that we had apprehended the killer months ago, but then these disappearances started happening again. We're not sure if it is the same killer and we ended up apprehending the wrong man, or perhaps somebody who's mimicking the serial killer. At any rate, we started doing some investigating over in the florists recently to finding out who has been delivering white flowers have been delivering to. The person who have been sending them has been anonymous, but the most recent shipment.
Aveline. Is this important? Because I have some very serious business to attend to.
The most recent shipment of white flowers was sent to your estate, my lord, to your wife.
What? Get your guards. She's at the market right now. I want her found.
You were talking about?
She says there's a florist in Lowtown. Is where the white flowers have been delivered from.
No, I meant the market where your wife went.
Most likely Hightown. Most likely.
Yeah, probably in Hightown. Where we came from.
Have you not seen her recently then?
I have not. I will deal with this personally.
Of
Sounds
course,
like something we should do with
my
This
lord,
is-
I understand.
This is very important to me. I cannot concentrate until this is resolved.
Of course. She says, I will have my men continuing to with their searches. They will look up and down, questioning everyone. She says, I assure you, my lord, I will be doing everything in my power to get to the bottom of this.
If you find anything, tell me at once, and I will deal with it personally.
Of course. She says, if you need me, I will be in my office, which conveniently is like right there in this building. I'm sending Donick personally to lead our men in the search.
I expect you to have found her in 30 minutes. If you haven't, come talk to me.
Yes, my lord. Of course. And Aveline will leave.
Make his breath. I'm sorry about this, but this is
It's your wife.
it's my family.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd miss security cameras right about now.
We should act on this right away.
Yes, we
What
should.
does your wife look like?
Well, only the most beautiful woman in all of Hightown, but I'll show you. I had a portrait made. So
We
you're
should
saying
act-
you want to help me find this killer, even after all of this?
No
Well,
child
this
should have to deal with being a parent.
24 hours will give us something to do.
And I can
This-
relate to wanting to save someone's life.
Yeah.
This one's
Yeah.
tracked down serial killers before. It has much experience in the field.
Yeah, let's just try not to get anyone killed this time, yes?
And regardless, we do have time regardless.
Very well. Are you all armed and armored?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
I was gonna say, I take the sniper off my back and it scopes out into a rifle.
It's crossbow.
Well, it doesn't look like there's no arms. You can't see any arms. You can see a scope. but
It's a
there's no
glorified
arms.
stick.
Or can
You've already seen me.
Anwar,
What I can do.
get closer to the image and make a scan of it for his mech's reservoir?
Sure he can. Absolutely.
All right.
Klim,
And then I'm actually going to approach Maximilian. Despite our
Oh.
differences, it wishes to permission to scour your streets looking for your wife.
well, if you help me with this, all is forgiven, of course. I was too quick to judge.
Plim goes up to you and bows. My lord, I think that under these circumstances, we probably should heighten security over here at the estate. If you want, I can stay here and personally keep an eye on Nathan. Or me, I can stay here too. I can put up my security turrets all over the place. My lord, perhaps one of us should stay behind.
Wait,
Cog.
did you say security turrets?
Uh-huh.
He's smarter than you think.
Yes.
Can I have a look at one of those?
Sure. He
Forgive
pulls
this
out.
one if it doesn't wish to wait around it, and I start marching off towards the door. I'm gonna begin my search.
He pulls out the automaton,
Oh.
and when he does, it says in a loud voice,
Hello, friend.
Are these mobile? I'm gonna pick it up. Are these things mobile?
"Some of them are.
Huh.
This particular one is stationary. It was my model too."
Can I see a mobile one, please?
"Sure. Land, air, or water."
Air. Definitely air.
He pulls out an automaton with a big giant propeller, and he activates it, and it starts floating up in midair.
Sentry mode activated.
Okay, I can work with this. I'm going to use my Omnigel to create a basic camera feed and
Nice.
attach it to that drone with the program based on image recognition to try to find Jody.
Okay.
What do I need to roll? I'm assuming electronic
Roll,
devices.
Yep. 27. Alright. You come up with something that you believe should be easily attached to this drone in order to get the scanning device that you want. To your surprise, though, even with a 27, the thing that you just made isn't compatible.
Damn it. Why can I not make this thing attach properly?
I'm thinking that is the difference in the rules in this universe. Our tech might not be compatible with their tech.
Can't we just tie it on with string?
I'm sure you can do that instead.
Okay, let's tie it on with string and get this show on the road.
Yep, you can do that. A little more crudely, but it probably gets the work done.
I tie it on with string or wire. Use
While
wire.
this is
It doesn't-
happening, Plim will again turn to Maximilian and ask which one of them should stay behind, and which one of them should go with you.
I'm gonna need-
Character
I'm gonna
selection
need
screen.
Kunari, that's your race. Am I right? Elias?
Quarry.
Do you need cogs with you to make this work?
Dunno. Can you control these remotely? I'm asking Cogs.
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
within a
I
certain
as many as you
distance.
have, sweeping in a grid pattern across, well, the Hightown Market, wherever this place is. These cameras will allow me to search for Jody on a more rapid scale.
Sure. Within Hightown should be fine from here. Anywhere past that, I don't know if I can reach that far.
If she's not in Hightown, I'd need him around.
Very well. Cogs, you're coming with us.
Woohoo! I
Please.
won't disappoint you, sir. Your lordship.
I know. I've been fighting with you for many years.
And to think you yelled at me the first time we met.
Seems to be
Well, I'm Maximilian, remember?
He tends to do that a lot when he first meets people. He says, as you can see, he says...
We kind of noticed.
Sure did.
Plim,
With my
I hope
life.
you realize what I'm doing here. I'm leaving you with what I value most here in life. Protect it. Protect him.
With my life, your lordship. I apologize. I should have stayed here and not come with you.
It's okay. We couldn't have known. Stay safe, my friend.
Nathan, I assure you, will be safe with me.
Good. Very well. Let's move out.
Give him hell, Waxy.
like always. They messed with the wrong by count.
Nice.
There's more than one.
I
When I
believe
get
that Anar is starting to do his search as well, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it's on its own. He's gonna try contacting Cyrus while he's moving around.
You are going to attempt to contact Cyrus with your phone, I guess?
I guess my data pad inside my suit.
Okay.
Aren't I in the suit?
You are in the suit. You will
Yeah,
try
you have a comlink.
You'll try to contact Cyrus, but you're getting no service.
Damn it. Then I'm running through the streets, checking faces, like comparing them to the face that I scanned earlier to see if there's any matches, and I'm guessing I'm not getting any. Anar would know better than to check on the surface, though. He's actually looking for someone to interrogate and find out where the closest entrance to an underworld would be.
Okay?
This is how he tracked down Simon the first time.
Okay. So you're trying to see if you can interrogate someone about underground.
Out of character, I'm looking for Darktown.
Okay. Yeah. You'll be able to easily find Darktown. Yes.
Excellent. Then I'm going to start moving through there. Probably more cautiously if I could tell everybody is shady.
You get to Darktown and you're trying to do your search. Meanwhile, everybody else is starting their search in Hightown. Your scans notice not necessarily a face, Anar, but you notice a trail of blood.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do any comparisons to his wife because I don't have a blood sample.
Nope.
Anar would probably get a closer look at the blood sample and probably collect it for his feed so he can compare it later.
Okay. Running diagnostics on the blood.
Sure.
It is human blood. Female human blood.
This is bringing back bad flashbacks that I will not put everyone through.
Mm-hmm.
Having very bad flashbacks. I'm gonna keep up the search then. Follow the blood trail. It's my best lead.
You follow the trail, and it leads you actually out of Darktown. It leads you through the docks, and then finally, the trail ends after following it for about 20 minutes or so. It finally ends in Lowtown.
Holy crap. I wonder if I followed it backwards.
It went at a warehouse. It looks like it's some sort of foundry.
Alright. Does my communicator with Elias and the others work?
From this distance, I'm going to say yes. From this distance.
Alright. It seems this one's found a clue. Follow the
Where
blood
are
trail. According to the signs, it claims to be Lowtown. Perhaps the Maximilian one will know of this location. Found a blood trail, ends at a warehouse of some sort. Crudely made, but it doesn't care. It's going in ahead.
Can you stay in the
Forget
open? We can triangulate from your signal.
She might not stay alive very much longer if she's in there. It's going in ahead of time.
I'm not hearing this, right?
No.
Okay.
Just relay the message to Maximilian. You'll be able to find the blood.
There's a trail of blood in some place called Lowtown.
Blood? Are you certain it's her?
Apparently, hang on. Did you tell me it was human female, or did you just say blood?
It is human female.
Apparently, it's human and it's female. So,
Okay.
you're saying this killer is targeting human women specifically?
Yeah. Yes, he is. And we
Which
need
way to
move.
Lowtown?
Follow me.
I
Start running.
Cogs, can you send those drone things ahead? I'll see if I can find the trail.
Absolutely. Sending them now.
Coming through.
He takes out his
Okay.
little device, his little controller device, and all of the drones fly from the Hightown and make their way towards Lowtown.
They're probably going to witness Anar kicking down the door with a metallic whine.
Is anyone there?
Possibly. I'm waiting for a report that they either find Anar, the warehouse, or the blood trail.
After a minute or two,
There you are.
Cogs will say, "Oh, drone B7 has found a blood trail. Following.
There we go.
Following.
Hey, hey, hey.
Drone B6 has found a Nar."
Ugh.
You
Let's
guys
go
make their
there,
way
then.
there. You guys make their way very quickly and reunite with Anar, who is standing right outside of the foundry.
I didn't kick in the door, sad face.
Have you? Oh, did you kick in the door?
I was trying to. I wanted to go in and scout out
Yeah,
first.
you can easily kick in the door. You can easily kick on the door, and
probably
you.
Turn on my floodlight too, and withdraw
Yeah,
my.
it is.
Do I have a Vindicator now, Matt?
Yes, you do. You have a Vindicator.
Nice.
It is quite.
And you also have both Inferno and armor-piercing rounds.
Just for flair, I'm going to say Inferno for now.